Hey, I'm Kathy Roberts. I'm the Tidy Tutor, and I know that, most people's kids have gone back to school. And so I just want to shoot you out something to help you during this time, because I know the way it is. If you are an organizationally gifted person and you have an organizationally challenged child, you can be really frustrated because you don't get it. Like you tell them, just clean up your room. Especially that at this point in time, you probably dropped a big chunk of change to, get them started for school. And you're like, this is the way you're taking care of this stuff? It's not right. Now, if you're organizationally challenged, then I understand that you're also frustrated because you don't know what to do yourself. But you do want to say to them, will you just go in and clean up your room? Because in your world, it's like that's the only thing that you have to do. School and clean up after yourself. How hard could that be? But we all know that it isn't that easy when you don't know what to do. To tell someone to do something that they don't know how to do is really unfair. Remember, society expects everybody to be organized. Everybody isn't born musical. Everybody isn't born organized. So you have to learn some things. Once you learn them, you got it. Change some habits, make some new habits, ba-boom, there you go. You can't tell your kid, go sit down at the table there. Here's a pen or a pencil and a nice piece of paper, and here's a picture of a flower. Draw this flower and make it perfectly exact, just like the picture. It's not fair. They haven't had any instruction in art. They're not going to be able to do it, especially if they're just not developmentally ready yet to do it. Sometimes, we think that our children should just know how to do something. There are some things that the brain just hasn't developed yet to know how to do. So based on the fact that everybody isn't born organized, and depending on the level of maturity of the child as far as just growth is concerned, it can really be frustrating. I completely get it. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to just go through some things that you can do with your child so that it isn't so frustrating. Tell your child to go in their room, give them a bag, and say, throw away 20 things. Here is a timer I have set for you. It's set for 10 minutes. Throw away 20 things, and when you're done, bring it to me. Then they're going to bring it to you. Maybe the timer went off, maybe it didn't. Help them to see it didn't take as long as you thought it was going to take, okay? Then send them back in the room and give them a different thing to do. Say, everything, look on your surfaces. Look on all of the things that have a top. The top of the dresser, the top of an end table, the top of your bed. So start from the left and work your way to the right of that surface. Throw things away, put them away in another room, clean them up if they have to be cleaned up, put it in the hamper. Whatever has to be done with each item one at a time on a surface, do that. When you're done, come back to me. Then they're going to come back to you. Then give them a hamper and say, all of the dirty clothes put in here. Or give them a laundry basket. When they're done with that, then tell them, all right, everything that is clean that are your clothes, put it away in your drawers. Now here's where it gets a little tricky, because there are probably a lot of stuff in their drawers that's either not this season or doesn't fit them anymore, or they hate. So it's difficult to put away the right things when the drawers are crammed. Even if they're teenagers, I suggest that you go in there with them, get some masking tape, and write on it, I don't like this, doesn't fit me, out of season, okay? Tell them to take and put it on the floor, put the masking tape on the floor. Even if you have a rug, it'll go on there. Tell them to take one item out at a time and put it in the appropriate pile, and tell them to call you when they're done with one drawer. Not an entire dresser, okay? One drawer. Now, if you want to, you can even set a timer again for 10 minutes and tell them either when you're done with the drawer or when the 10 minutes has gone by. I suggest for this, just have it when you're done with the drawer. But you set a timer, because after 10 minutes they're still working on it, then they're not working on it. Get it? So after they're done, with the piles, then you disperse the piles appropriately. Remember that we really only wear what's the first layer in most of our drawers. After the first layer of clothes, what's underneath it, we barely wear. So don't keep things that you don't wear, and you can do the same thing with your children. And if there are things that you say, but these are good, but they don't wear them, oh my God, just get rid of them. They're not going to wear them. So just continue on the same way in their room. Tell them the next thing. Go on the side of your bed and look if their bed is like against the wall, you know that they have stuff crammed on the side of their bed, all kinds of stuff, dishes, tissues, cups, sports equipment, you name it, it's down there. Say go on the side of your bed and just take everything out of there and throw it on the floor. All right? Don't ask them to do anything with it because it's like a confined area and it can be like confusing. Just take everything from the side of the bed and throw it on the floor. Then you just proceed the same way. Give them one step to do at a time and tell them to come to you when they're done. Now, if they're small, do it with them, okay? Do it with them and make it fun. They're little for a very, very short time. We think we have plenty of time and we don't. My daughter is 31 years old now. 31. The other day she was laying on the couch. I laid next to her and I got all squishy and I said, we used to lay here and watch Sesame Street. She didn't care. She was like, oh really? We just watch Sesame Street? Listen, it goes so fast. So enjoy the journey, okay? Don't be angry with them about everything. It isn't their fault. They don't know. It's our job to teach them, okay? Oh, something else real quick. This is something that works beautifully, all right? I'm going to send it to you as a download. It is a morning routine, an after school routine, and a before bed routine. What you do is, wait, where did it go? Okay. What you do is you tape this onto their closet door or on a wall in their room. And this is a dry erase marker. And you put on the dry erase marker a piece of Velcro, and on the door you put a piece of Velcro. So it's like this in their room. And so what they have to do is they take this off the dry erase marker off the Velcro, and they cross off what they did after they did it. And then you have another one of these in the main living area, like in the kitchen or somewhere, so that when they're in the kitchen and they need to do, breakfast and homework and whatever else that they need to do that's not in their bedroom, then they have it there to cross off too. It helps them to focus. It helps them to know what to do and when, and it really stops a lot of the nagging. You don't have to nag. If they say to you, Ma, can I watch some TV show? Or, Ma, can I get on the computer? All you have to say to them is, did you do your morning routine? Or if you actually see them on the computer, you could just say to them, hey, did you do your morning routine? And if they say no, you just say, go do your morning routine. So that they don't feel like they can't do something. They just feel like they have to do something first before they can. Okay? You will get this as a download, print it out. It's not a PDF, so just make it their own, okay? There'll be a chore on there, make their bed, clean up after themselves, put their clothes in the hamper, when they get home from school, hang up your book bag, that kind of thing, okay? I'm Kathy Roberts, I'm the Teddy Tutor. Email me, I'd love to hear from you. If you know anybody that this could benefit, please forward it to them. If you're watching this on Pinterest or on YouTube, go to www.thetidytutor.com, put in your name and email, and then you'll be able to get the download.